Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the least common multiple or the LCM of two or more numbers using the continuous division method. Okay, so let us begin. So I have here two numbers, 48 and 72. Okay, so first let us rewrite them here. So 48 and then we have 72. Next is to think of a number that we can divide from both of them. So if you think about, for example, 2, so let us do it. So since 48 and 72 are both divisible by 2, so let us divide them by 2. So here, 48 divided by 2, that would be 24. Next, 72 divided by 2, that would be 36. Okay, so it's not necessarily to divide the numbers by a prime number. If you think of other numbers that can be divided from both of them, even though if it's not prime number, then you can do so. But of course, do not divide them by 1 or 0. Okay, so here, as you can see, 24 and 36, they still have common factor. So we can still divide them by 2. So let us divide them by 2 again. So this is why it is called the continuous division method. So 24 divided by 2, that would be 12. Next, 36 divided by 2, that would be 18. Next, here, take a look. 12 and 18 are still even numbers. I mean, there's still numbers that we can still divide from them. So we can still divide both numbers by 2. So let us divide them by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. And 18 divided by 2, that would be 9. Okay, next. So 6 and 9, 9 we cannot divide 9 by 2 anymore, but 6 still. But here, as you can see, 6 and 9 are both multiples of 3. So that means we can divide both numbers by 3. So let us divide them by 3. So here, 6 divided by 3, that would be 2. And 9 divided by 3, that would be 3. Okay, now, so you can see now the last quotients here are 2 and 3, and they are both prime numbers. So that means we cannot divide any more numbers to them. So let us multiply them all, including, of course, the last quotient. Unlike in finding the GCF, we don't include the last quotients. In this case, we need to include them. Okay, so that means here, let me just write here 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 and then times 2 times 3. Okay, let me put it here. So here you can have 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 3. That would be 24 times 2, 48 times 3. That would be 144. Okay, so that means our LCD, okay, LCM is equal to, or the LCM of 48 and 72 is 144. Okay, there. Yeah. All right. So I hope you get it. Let us have another example. So here we have numbers. We have three numbers this time: 12, 18, and 30. So let us just write them like this one. So 12, I'm sorry, I'll use the black pen. So 12, 18, and 30. Okay, so here, like I said, you don't need to find a prime number that can be divided to those three numbers. If you see, for example, I can use, since 12, 18, and 30 are all multiples of 6, that means I can divide them by 6. Okay? Oh, so 12 divided by 6, that would be 2. 18 divided by 6, that would be 3. And 30 divided by 6 is 5. Okay, so take a look at the quotients. We have 2, 3, and 5. They are all prime numbers. That means we stop dividing and get all the divisor that we use. The only divisor that we use was 6, and the last quotient 3, I mean 2, 3, and 5. So here, let me write here 6 times 2 times 3 times 5. So that would be, so here, since we have 2 and 5, you can have 10 already, and 6 times 3, that would be 18. So times 10, that would be 180. So that means our LCM is 180. There. All right. So here is our answer. Okay, I hope you get it so far. Now, let us have the third example. So here we have 20, 24, and 30. So let us do the same. Let us write these numbers first. 24, and we have 30. So think of a number that can be divided from all of them. Of course, that would be 2, right? So since they are all even numbers, we can divide them by 2. So 20 divided by 2, that would be 10. Then we have 24 divided by 2, that would be 12. And 30 divided by 2 is 15. Take a look at the quotients. So we have 10, 12, and 15. So if you notice, they don't have, all of them have no common factor this time. But that doesn't mean that we need to multiply them to get the LCD, or I mean the LCM already. So in using continuous division method, we need to get the common factor, or we need to extract the common factors from all of them, or from pair of the numbers. For example, here 10 and 12, they have common factor, which is 2. So another, we have 12 and 15, they also have common factors like 3. And 10 and 5, they have common factors like 5. So we need to continue dividing them until there's no more common factors to each number. Okay? But in this case, we're going to divide only the numbers with common factor. So in this case, so since 10 and 12 are both even numbers, we can divide them by 2. And since 15 is not divisible by 2, we can just write or copy it here. Okay? Then let us divide 10 and 12 by 2. So as you can see, I use a different color because for you to see the numbers that we only divided. Okay, so 10 divided by 2, that would be 5. Okay, and here 12 divided by 2, that would be 6. Okay, next. So 5 and 6, there is no more common factor. But here, as you can see, 6 and 15 have common factor, which is 3. And 5 and 15 have common factor, which is 5. So you can choose any pair. So I'll choose this time, let us say 5 and 15. So I'll choose 5 and 15. I'll use another color. Okay, so I'll choose 5 and 15. So that means I'm going to bring down 6 because here 6 has no common factor with 5. So what is the common factor of 5 and 15? That would be 5. So I'll put here 5. So 5 divided by 5, that would be 1. And 15 divided by 5, that would be 3. Okay, next. So as you can see, here 6 and 3 have common factors. Have common factor rather, which is 3. Okay, so that means we still need to continue dividing it. So let me use the red one. Okay, so since this is already 1, we just bring it down. And then here, divide 6 and 3 by 3. So that would be 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, then since 2 of the quotients are already 1, that means that's the last division. So we'll get, let me use this multicolor, yeah, okay. So you don't need to include 1 in multiplication because, any number multiplied by 1 is that number, remember? So that is the identity element for multiplication. So let us multiply everything that we got. So 2 times 2 times 5 times 3 times, like I said, you don't need to include those 2 ones. So, but you need to include the 2. Okay, it's equal to, so here, so since we have 5 and 10, that would be 10 already, and then multiply the those other factors. So 2 times 3, that would be 6 times 2, that would be 12. So times 10, that would be 120. So that means our LCM is equal to, that means the LCM of 20, 24, and 30 is 120. Okay, there. So I hope you get it. And if you want to know the other methods, I already made a video of that. You can watch it. They are still in my page. So see you next time. Bye.